Hey everyone, we have a lot to discuss. Tesla just announced the Tesla bot. This is not a joke. This was just announced at Tesla AI Day tonight. It is literally a robot that Elon Musk says the first prototype should be ready by next year. I am not kidding. A Tesla robot. Now, for anyone who's invested in Tesla, this is super exciting. Now, before we get into any details, smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. First thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the video announcement that they put out showing off the reveal video of the Tesla robot, the Tesla bot, and after that, we're going to go into some details. Yeah, so that just happened. They literally revealed a Tesla robot. So we're going to go over some of the details about this robot, and then I am going to go over some of the implications for the stock and also just the company in general and life as we know it. So this Tesla bot is going to be 5'8". It's going to be 125 pounds. The screen on the front of the face is going to be a screen for useful information. They're saying it's going to be made out of lightweight materials. The hands are going to have 5 fingers, very human-like. The entire robot's human-like. They're going to be able to balance. It's going to have 2 feet, 2 hands, everything basically like a human. It says force feedback sensing. They're going to have 40 electromechanical actuators. In other words, this is a humanoid robot. Now they do take it obviously a few levels crazier because this robot is going to have the Tesla FSD system in it. So this Tesla FSD system put in the humanoid robot in the Tesla bot includes basically the autopilot cameras. So they're taking things that they already have in the car and they figure they can use it to make a humanoid bot. So that includes 8 cameras basically surrounding the head, so 360-degree vision basically. From my understanding, they're going to have that. They'll have the FSD computer powering this thing. That's the same chip that's designed in-house with Tesla for the self-driving cars. It's in every single Tesla car. That looks like that's what's going to be in the chest plate. And basically they're saying everything they are doing right now to solve self-driving is basically solving real-world AI. It can be used for other applications, including a humanoid robot. So their multi-camera video, their neural networks, neural net planning, auto-labeling, simulation, the hardware, and dojo training. All of these things are basically things they are using and products they have made, the hardware that is made in-house, the Dojo supercomputer they are building, and the software they have built for simulation and other things. All of that can be used. Their vision system they call Tesla Vision can be used for a humanoid robot to basically interact in the real world. So they have multi-purposes, this AI system they've built, other than just self-driving. Now the implications for this are literally limitless. I mean, it's pretty insane. Now, one of the biggest things I've always said is that Tesla is going to kill Uber. And the reason I've always thought that, and I've been a huge investor in Tesla for a long time now, many years, is because when self-driving inevitably happens and the robo-taxi network goes live, why would anyone want to pay for an Uber? I mean, you basically have a choice here. You can pay to have an Uber where you're going to have a stranger pick you up. You don't know who it's going to be, and you don't know what kind of car. It's usually going to be a crappy car come pick you up, and it's going to cost a lot. Whereas you could have a Tesla that is a beautiful, nice car pick you up, no stranger, so no danger, no someone you don't know, none of that, and it's going to cost way less. So nicer car, not dealing with a human, and paying less money. It basically kills Uber's business. Now the thing is, Uber has been building, Uber Eats and delivering pharmaceuticals and all of these things to create their business much larger than just ride sharing. Much, basically instead of just taking people from place A to place B, they want to be able to also deliver services. Well, the Tesla bot, is the final piece of the puzzle to basically kill Uber. But obviously, this isn't made for killing Uber, it's made for many other things. But this is the final piece that is going to do last mile delivery. So you have the car self-driving, but how do you get, if you want to do a food delivery, if you want to go to the supermarket and pick up supermarket products for my house, if pick up cleaning products or bring my prescription, how do you do that last mile between getting out of the car, getting the products, going back in the car, and then, obviously the FSD can take you where you got to go, but then you got to get to the door, ring the doorbell, hand the products over, whatever. And this goes far beyond Uber. I mean, this all disrupts shipping, UPS, all of these businesses. Imagine, you have FSD trucks with these robots in them. They can pick up the package, they can put it out. That last mile from getting in and out of that car and doing that last couple steps is now solved if they actually can create this robot, which I have no doubt he'll be able to do based on everything else he's been accomplishing. So this is huge. I mean, this disrupts so many businesses, and it also honestly disrupts the average American worker, which is, obviously going to be a huge debate once this thing starts scaling in manufacturing, which could be many years down the road. So I'm not saying this is all happening tomorrow, obviously, but, Elon Musk likes to get things done yesterday. He sometimes his timelines are off and it takes forever, but he pressures his teams to do the impossible. So they're expecting a prototype next year. I mean, the truth is, who cares if this takes 5-10 years? This is literally going to change the game forever for the whole world. Now, another thing I just want to point out, because I know I've been going on a rant here, is during this presentation, Elon Musk is very scared, obviously, of AI going wrong and things like that. We've seen that in the past. So jokingly or not so jokingly, he did say that three things. One, that, eventually a robot basically is going to be made, so Tesla might as well be the one making it. That way they know it can be safe. Two, it is only going to go like 5 miles per hour or something. They want you to be able to outrun it in case of worst case scenario. And I forget the exact words he used, but basically he said that, you'd be able to take it down pretty easily, like, if you did get in a fight with it or something like that. So he's basically, obviously it's going to be a friendly robot. But worst case scenario, because Elon has always been worried about AI, like trying to take over the world, take us over. Basically, he is implementing it to be safe. As far as the first applications that the Tesla bot will actually tackle, he makes it pretty clear that the bot will first be tackling like dangerous jobs that humans, shouldn't be doing. They're just dangerous. So that's the first thing. And then it becomes more like, all right, let's tackle, once you get rid of the dangerous jobs, well, let's tackle like jobs that are annoying to do, or, it's just people don't want to do. So eventually, this robot could be cleaning your house. It can be, taking the garbage out, doing just tedious things that you don't want to personally do. But it will literally, I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be a super intelligent AI robot that will be trained to do pretty much anything a human could do. That's the truth. It's going to have the same abilities as far as moving its hands, moving its feet, and it'll be able to see more than a human, 360-degree vision. So, I mean, I can imagine these things being monitoring places, going around. They don't get tired. They're 24/7 monitors. So I can imagine this literally, doing everything for the consumer and for businesses. In the business workplace, it's literally can be on the factory line, doing whatever it is, drilling this, that, screwing things in, bolting things, whatever it has to do. And then at a home, it can be cooking your meals, cleaning, doing your laundry, going out to the supermarket, getting things for you. And for logistical purposes, it's that last mile delivery. Basically, the options are endless of how a Tesla bot could be implemented. So, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think about this Tesla bot? I mean, it's scary, but it's also insane and awesome at the same time. He said that obviously one of the biggest worries, I guess, is like people losing jobs. But I mean, obviously, they would really have to scale this to a crazy degree to completely replace like workforces. But the thing is, eventually that will come, right? Like, I mean, at some point or another, it will be cheaper and more efficient. They'll be getting things done quicker, and they don't get tired. So it's just like at some point people will get replaced by robots unless government steps in and doesn't allow it to happen. So he did mention during the when I say he, Elon Musk did mention that at some point universal basic income will probably be necessary because of things like this. Obviously he said it's not for a while, but still. And for those that don't know, UBI, Universal Basic Income, it's basically just the belief that everybody should get like a basic income, no matter what, from the government. So Andrew Yang ran for president in 2020. He believed in UBI, which he was saying, everybody gets $1,000 a month, for example. So no matter what, everyone gets 12 grand a year. But it's in replacement from things like, he would get rid of other programs like, food stamps and this and that and whatever. So instead of all these other things, it's just a simple universal basic income. Now, that's a completely different topic. I'm not here to say whether it's good, bad. It's a big topic in itself. But the bot basically will end up eventually replacing jobs. And I mean, in the beginning, it's going to be hazardous jobs. But eventually, I mean, it's a pretty clear path to this bot being able to do pretty much anything, any job, and eventually, doing any job better than a human could. So, yeah, very, very crazy. For everyone who says Tesla's just a car company, boom, not just a car company. This is a robotics artificial intelligence company. The cars they make are robots on wheels, computers on wheels, and now they can take that expertise and bring it to a humanoid form. If you're curious what I think the stock is going to do tomorrow, honestly, I have no clue. I am hoping it goes up because I have a humongous stake in it. It's one of my largest positions and has been for years. But honestly, I mean, the media likes to pick on Tesla, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just call this crazy and that it's never actually going to happen, or whatever that is. But let me ask you this, for anyone who's watching this and does doubt that it will ever happen, this is a man who literally sends rocket ships to space and then has them come back and land on small areas floating in the middle of the ocean. I mean, the science and math and like expertise it takes to go into orbit and come back and land is literally insane. I would not doubt that he is able to build basically a robot that can move its arms, legs, this and that. Now, as far as the intelligence part, he is basically solving it. We didn't get much into this before, but I told you, they're using Tesla Vision. He's solving the real-world AI part with solving FSD. And the way it works is basically, since basically the car to self-drive, it has to see the world. And when it sees the world, they have to be able to understand everything they see and make decisions in real time based on what the car sees. Now, originally, Tesla thought, oh, we can just like put the rules of the road, oh, if you see a stop sign, you stop, this and that. And they were trying to map it. And I mean, we can go for hours and hours on their entire history. I'm very, I've been obviously following the company for a long, long time. But what they came across after trying to solve FSD for a long time, over years, they kind of realized they can't just solve self-driving. The only way to truly solve self-driving is to solve real-world AI, to be able to really make the car the same as a human in the way that the cameras are its eyes, the self-driving FSD chip is its brain, and it actually understands what it's seeing and in real time makes decisions based on what it's seeing, with never seeing these roads in the past before. Just first time it encounters a road, it should be able to, like a human, intelligently understand what its cameras see and make the decisions to be able to navigate properly. And to do that right, and the only way that actually ever happens is, what Tesla calls real world AI, which is the exact same thing a robot would need to basically interact with people and get things done. Is they have to be able to use their cameras, which will be their eyes, see things, and based on what they see, understand that world around them and make decisions based on what people are asking it, etc. And the same things that you would use to train a self-driving system, you could use like anytime you see that for example, that a person says the words grab me a soda, it means to go to the refrigerator, open it, and find a soda and grab it and bring it over. And this is basically neural net training where you repeat these processes in simulations at first, probably for them, because you don't have, in a car, you basically have the person driving the car. And if the person's driving the car, they basically are teaching the car how to drive. It's a very, it gets complicated, but basically with a robot, since no one's going to be inside the robot suit teaching the robot how to do things, it's going to have to learn probably a lot through simulation. And just, but as it's walking around, they're labeling, and that's why they talk about auto labeling. They're going to be labeling everything around it. So these cameras are going to see the whole world as it walks, and as birds fly by, and squirrels, and trees, and cars, and people, and buildings, and signs, and the name of stores, and all this information is going to be absorbed with these cameras, and they're going to be labeling these things automatically, and as they label these things, it's training the overall neural net so that all the robots, basically they use this training and they re-upload to the entire system updates to teach the entire system and basically have the entire network get smarter and smarter as it continues. The more it sees, the more it will learn. So yeah, this is a crazy, crazy thing. I mean, everyone was expecting there was going to be some kind of robotic tease of some sort, but I mean, a full-blown humanoid robot really blew everyone away, I think. So what do you think? I know this was a little long tangent. This isn't a stock analysis video. Did you enjoy it also? Do you want to hear more videos like this where I kind of just go on tangents about things I'm interested in? If you do, let me know in the comments. If you don't, that's fine too. We can stick to stock analysis. I'm good with both. And yeah, I'm super excited about this. Super excited for what it means financially for the company. I am going to be holding Tesla probably forever. I mean, I don't see a reason I will ever sell these shares. I believe Tesla is going to be the most valuable company in the world. If you have not seen my Tesla analysis video explaining why, I mean, just from literally their basically car business, from where Elon's projections of 20 million cars a year by 2030, it's pretty easy to project how they'll be the largest company on Earth from the auto business alone, including FSD and things like that. And then they have the energy side and now robotics. And I mean, think about how many things they're going to get into that have not been announced over the next 10 years. Every company starts with something, and Google being search, Apple being the Mac, and after growing and growing, you always have that original product. So Tesla will always have their EVs, but they're all the biggest companies in the world: Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Google. You don't think of them as a single product anymore. They have many products, many verticals, so many different business lines. It's crazy, and we are at the early inning for what Tesla will end up being. Okay, guys, that's a wrap. This is really late. I'm putting this out right now. It's 2 in the morning Eastern time where I'm at, so I am going to end this, but think of this kind of as just a live chat in a way. Even though this wasn't live, I just kind of recorded it straight through. And yeah, let me know. Again, do you want more videos like this or not? If you haven't liked this video, like the video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. What do you think of the Tesla bot? And lastly, are you invested in Tesla? Let me know in the comments. Obviously, this video I just kind of stuck to the Tesla robot and went on my rant about it. But besides the Tesla bot, which by the way Elon calls Optimus, Besides that, this event had a ton of information about self-driving and all the progress they've made on the FSD side and the Dojo computer, which is incredible, and what they're able to do with that breakthrough technology across the board. So, I mean, so many things, but we're not going to unpack that in this video. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching.